Welcome back to the Saints Training Camp Report here on CST, and we are joined by Saints receiver turned tight end, Juwan Johnson. Juwan, what is that process like?
Oh, man. It's kind of like, where do I start? You know, you come in 230 pounds, and they're already questioning you if you're a receiver or tight end. And then, you know, just going through last year, it was great, you know. Just learning as much as you can at wide receiver, you know, concepts and things like that. And then, you know, over the break, in the offseason, I was like, I don't know, it'd be cool to be a tight end. You know, Ronald Curry, he hit me up and said I was moving to tight end. And obviously I get paid to do this, so I'm just here to play. And so they moved me to tight end and just started absorbing everything, learning running concepts, and it was a lot different because I'm blocking people who are 290 pounds and not 190 pounds. So, yeah, it was quite an adjustment, but it's going great.
You know, sometimes there's a reluctance of players to change positions, and especially if you're talking about going from a glamour position like receiver,
okay,
you for a while,
yeah,
to go into tight end.
Absolutely.
What was that like for you psychologically, mentally?
Yeah, I always figured myself as a physical player. I mean, I always wanted to dominate cornerbacks, defensive backs, because I was always bigger than them per se. But, you know, being a guy that's going to tight end, it didn't change my mindset any different. It was just that, you know, I got to play with more leverage and more technique, and, you know, being okay with some guys, you know, throwing me around and getting back up and trying to go at their heads. So it's just so fun, you know, going after these guys and getting better and learning more about the position. Yeah,
I think we saw one of the advantages of that today in the 2-minute drill. You catch a touchdown in traffic, big body, nice catch. Even Coach Payton said so. So, you know, does the receiver background, how much does that benefit you?
Oh, it benefits me a lot, man. You know, just knowing that, you know, you play with so many smaller guys at receiver, and just picking up on their techniques and picking up on quickness, the things that they do. It's just you kind of want to implement that in your arsenal. You kind of like, all right, like I'm gonna try that. And so just me as a bigger guy and knowing that I have some quickness to my arsenal, I try to use that against some linebackers, defensive backs, and try to, you know, have an advantage in a way.
How much weight did you have to gain? Because, I mean, you know, I'm later in life and I'm trying to lose weight. How much weight did you have to gain?
Man, you look good, man. Don't do that, man. They wanted me around, you know, 245, 250. So I didn't put on that much. In the off season, I was already around, you know, 235. So, you know, gaining, you know, 5 or 10 pounds wasn't a big deal for me. That just means, you know, I get to eat, you know, what I want in a way. So I'm an eater. I'm a food guy. So, you know, it was good for me. I was kind of reluctant to be like, all right, now I get to eat. And so, you know, being in New Orleans, like food is everything here. So, you know, trying out every spot, you know, I gained about, you know, 5 or 7 more pounds, and it was great for me.
I remember last year when you got the call to be on the active roster. We saw your social media posts and saw how happy you and your wife were.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
You're supposed to be playing this week.
No, you're not.
Yeah, huh?
Are you lying to me?
Yeah, nah, girl, I'm not.
Are you lying?
I'm not.
Get out of town.
You know, it's one of those kind of once-in-a-lifetime kind of things.
Oh, yeah. It was great, you know, knowing that, you know, my wife kind of been with me, you know, from my playing days at Penn State, and knowing how hard I worked, and, you know, all the nights that I literally got up and worked out, you know, just seeing that and finally getting that call, you know, knowing that you're moving up and going up to the active roster and playing, it was great. You know, it was a great moment for us. We were both so happy, and finally she gets to go to the game and watch me and not, you know, other guys. You know, no offense, but they get to watch me. It was pretty cool.
Oh, say her name. Give her a shout. Don't just.
All right, baby. You know, Shannon Johnson. You know, that's my wife. That's my baby, man. I miss you. Love you. You know, I know camp is hard, but, you know, I'll see you soon.
Now, the tight end position with yourself, Nick Vanette, and also Adam Troutman, how do you feel that position group is shaping up?
They're doing great, man. And obviously, they helped me out so much. You know, knowing that Nick is such an experienced guy. He's been everywhere. He's been the Seahawks, you know, Denver, Steelers, been with all these teams, and knowing that, you know, he has so much experience under his belt, you know, he's been teaching me a lot. You know, a lot about the position, a lot about technique, a lot about positioning, leverage, and all the things like that. And Troutman being, you know, my age, just teaching me just all that he knows. You know, him being a younger guy last year, knowing that he came in, played early, knowing that it's all about energy for him. You know, it's all about energy and effort, and, you know, you'll find your way in the right spot if you just always try hard.
All right, folks, that's Juwan Johnson coming to a game near you at tight end. And we are going to break.